Hello and welcome in everybody here to another edition of Westside Pirates Softball. We are out here changing locations here at Malad Elementary School. It is now the semifinal round to see who will move on to the championship game to face the Malad Dragons later on Wednesday. It is the Westside Pirates and the Bear Lake Bears. Good evening, everybody. Second game of the day. I hope that you are as ready as I am for what should be an awesome matchup between these two teams today. The fourth meeting on the year, and what has been an offensive showcase the last two games out in Montpelier. It is time to see what team wants to go on and who wants to move on, at least punching a ticket for a state play-in game. This is what is on the line today for both of these teams. We're in a different location here out in right field. I apologize if the screen is a little small. I will try and give you as much description as I possibly can moving forward in this game. I mean, it's been fantastic. It's been super fun to be able to cover this team all year long in the Westside Pirates. They face a very, very stellar opponent in Bear Lake. Bear Lake has won all three games on the season so far. It is Westside who's going to be coming up to bat at first. Grace Taylor awaiting. And we're going to go right into what is our top of the first. So if anybody feels as though a better angle would suit you more, at least like zooming in, you'd lose a little bit of the outfield here. But if you want to let me know, just go ahead and send that into the chat on YouTube. And I will let you know. I assume that the lineups are going to be very similar to what we saw earlier in the day. It looks as though Grace Taylor will be first. She'll be working first base today, followed by Haley Sparrow working second. First pitch for Grace will go low and behind, and I am perfectly lined up because I cannot I can't see what the umpire is calling because the first base umpire is right in my way. So we'll try and keep you updated as it goes on. Looks like it was ball one, so 1-0 for Grace Taylor versus Clausing. Second one comes down the middle for strike number one, 1-1. Now, Grace today was our MVP against Soda Springs. She went 4 for 4 and just went nuclear at the batting lineup. Here's the second one down low, swinging, 1-2. Second game of the day, starting at exactly 5:34 is what we started on. Who wants this game more? Who wants to go to a state play-in game? Here's the next pitch up high, chopping at the wood. This one flies foul behind the backing into the trees. What a time indeed to be here with you on another one. This one down low, swinging, and it is indeed a strikeout for Grace Taylor. That's the first out of the inning. Top of the first here for the Westside Pirates, starting things off. And this is a very good Bear Lake squad. I've been able to cover them for 3 games on the year. Each time they've exploded offensively versus the Pirates. It's going to have to be team defense today to see who comes up first. Sparrow watches the fastball skip off of the dirt low for ball number 1. Sparrow on up to bat. Behind her it is Sammy Roberts on deck. Going to be working center field. There goes a swing and a miss. 1-1 for Sparrow. Clausing, very stellar in pitching on the year. Here comes another one, and this one will be blooped up into the air right past second base, falling into center field. Morgan Armstrong picks it up and throws it in with the right hand. Sparrow gets on the bag with the base hit, and that is what you're going to need today. That really is the consistency working for you. You want to be able to get on. You want to be able to get consistent, and you're going to want to see what you can do doing that. Here comes the bunt attempt. Pulled back in time for Sammy Roberts for ball number 1. Roberts up behind her. It looks as though it is Julia Jensen. Next one looked like it was there close into the zone. I believe we're at 1-1. Clausing again, low, swinging, falling almost to her knees is Roberts. 1-2. Sparrow taking off for second, stealing. 1-2 for Sammy Roberts, the left-handed hitter here for West Side. Right hand up and high near the eyeballs, 2-2. Beautiful day now. It's a lot less hot than what it was earlier against Soda Springs. Sun is starting to fall lower into the sky. I'm sure that the temperature will drop as that continues to roll. Clausing, catching Roberts, swinging just below. That is another strikeout, the second one in the top of the first. Sparrow out on second, and here comes the ringer Julia Jensen. Behind her, Riley Evans. Strike one, thrown. Jensen watches that one go right into the bag, right into the glove of the catcher. Next pitch from Clausing will take a one-hop bounce. Good block there. One for Jensen. This one taken high into right field and grabbed. That is the retirement of the inning. A good left-hand grab by number 1, Parslow in right field. And we'll get ready here for the bottom of the first. Bear Lake will take up the sticks right after this on 105.5 KACH.
Protecting buyers and lenders in Cache Valley for over 40 years, Northern Title is the trusted name in the tri-state areas of Idaho, Utah, and Wyoming. The staff at Northern Title in Preston protect you from unknown complications like access issues, unpaid taxes, hidden liens, or easement restrictions. Choose the right title company. Choose to close with Northern Title of Preston. Good deeds done daily. Call today at 208-852-5700.
Hi, I'm Brad Phillips, professional trainer and owner of Puppy Steps Training. I believe that life is more enjoyable with a well-trained dog. That's why my team and I have come together to give you the ultimate dog training experience through Puppy Steps Training. Our 8-week board and train program is specifically designed to give your puppy a head start on life. Along with access to our extensive training material, you will receive daily progress reports, weekly photo and video updates, and a hands-on training demonstration. Discover the ultimate dog training experience with Puppy Steps Training, the premier dog training facility in northern Utah, and proud supporter of Westside and Preston High School athletics.
Welcome back in, ladies and gentlemen, here to the bottom of the first. It is Bear Lake now after having a clear 0. Westside goes 4 up, 3 out. The only person getting on base, Haley Sparrow, and a fly out into right field by Julia Jensen rounds things off. Riley Evans will be the first one to get things going offensively for the Pirates when that time arises. Here's the first at-bat, Bruce for the Lady Bears. Right-handed batter. First pitch from Jensen is taken and fouled right down the line over top of the dugout. That's strike number 1. Second pitch from Julia Jensen. That one, a little bit of a changeup, and that one finds the mark, catches Bruce looking. A look down the third base line to Coach Helier. These two teams, again, were nuclear offensively. And that one sneaks just high enough for the strikeout. Bruce, first one to go down for the Bears. That brings up Armstrong next. I'll try and zoom out as much as I can here and get things going. I appreciate the feedback. And, yeah, we will zoom out and we will see a little bit more of the outfield as we station and get the camera a little bit going. If you can see into the – basically the left side of your screen is where the batting is happening. Jensen lining up once again. This is Armstrong. Change up right off the top of home plate. Trying to run it out. No good, as it will not stay into play. Jensen lining things up once again. Lost track here of what Armstrong is working with, at least. That being the third strike. So 2 straight strikeouts for Jensen. Up next is Newton. So maybe the defensive game coming up to play. We said that a little bit earlier on in the game yesterday on Monday, but then the offense started to roll. This one fouled off on the top of home plate. Newton will go down 0-1. So Bear Lake, very impressive type of, lineup. They play very aggressively. They're very good at the bat. Here's the 0-1 changeup inside for strike number 2. Noni Newton gotta have to battle back now in this one. Finding herself down, Jensen could retire all 3. And no, it will not happen. That one will go fair, rolling down the line, just barely. Rounding out to second is Newton. Ball comes off the bag. Sparrow watches as Newton makes it out there on the double. Great shot from Newton to keep things going. They've gotten as far as Westside had gotten back earlier in the inning with 1 on second. And now here comes Skinner. Skinner with a couple home runs yesterday. Really powerful at the bat. Here's the first pitch from Jensen. This one popped up high into the air in the infield. Sparrow gets underneath it, and that retires the inning. So equalized each way. Both teams can't get anybody through in the first inning. We will head on out to the second right after this on 105.5 KACH, 1340 AM and mylocalradio.com.
There's no better family activity than a night out at the movies. Worm Creek Opera House Theater on State Street in Preston is your local home for first-run family movies. The historic theater offers top-flight comfort, the coolest refreshments, and quality entertainment, all at family prices. Stop by the Worm Creek Opera House at 70 South State Street in downtown Preston. For tickets, showtimes, and a list of upcoming attractions, go to wormcreek.org. Since 2005, North Star's Ultimate Outdoors has been Cache Valley's source for fun and adventure. It's here you can find the biggest selection of snowmobiles, ATVs, utility vehicles, and handheld power equipment from the brand names you know, such as Steel, Polaris, and Yamaha. The professionally trained staff at North Star's Ultimate Outdoors of Preston has what it takes to get you out on the nation's leading brands. The best deals in the best town. North Star's Ultimate Outdoors. It's where the fun starts. 777 North State Street, Preston.
Welcome back here as we get ready for the start of our second inning. It was a very quick first one. Good defense by both teams. Only one runner able to reach second base for both of those teams, and they got stranded out there as kind of mirroring each other a little bit. 2 strikeouts, a double, and a flyout for each team. I mean, it's kind of funny how that kind of mirrors each other. Here comes up to the plate, Riley Evans. A little bit of a slower day that she had against Soda Springs, but she went 3 for 3, 3 runs scored, and 3 RBIs. Her final one being a huge triple to cut the lead down to 2 yesterday on Monday. Here she is taking down Clausing. No hesitation. First pitch out into center field. Armstrong gets a glove on it, rounding first and camping out. And it just might be that Riley Evans just has the number of Clausing. I mean, she was just so good yesterday, and it was just fantastic to see her roll. And this is the fast pitch. It's very different than what they saw earlier with the slow pitching of Soda Springs. Here comes another one. Taken off foul down the third base line. This is Lainey Jane Beckstead. A little bit of allergies getting to you. As the sun has come out to stay longer, the snow has begun to melt, and springtime is in full force. It seems a little bit late, almost. Here's another one from Clausing. 1-1 now as 1 ball, 1 strike given to Beckstead. Beckstead, very solid batting at the very beginning of the year. Now here she is trying to solidify herself. Here's the 1-1 low, hopping, skipping, running. Wild pitch. Evans easily stealing out to second. 2-1 now for Beckstead. Stepping out of the batting box, taking a couple practice swings, and now she'll set back up and in. Next pitch, right down the middle. Swing and a miss. Beckstead 2-2. Brooklyn Clausing just, has some heat on those pitches. Sometimes they come screaming across. They look good. Here's the 2-2. Beckstead pops this one high into the air. Evans smartly remaining on second base. And the grab by the shortstop. Flying out to 6 for out number 1. That takes up Parkinson now up to home plate. Sydney Parkinson, underclassman sophomore, has really solidified and pushed herself into a good position in the starting lineup. Tipped into the glove for strike number 1. 0-1. Parkinson trying to drive home Riley Evans. Here's another one. Also, right down the middle, swinging just underneath that one is Parkinson. In a hole, 0-2 versus Clausing. Deep breath from Sydney. Back up to the plate. Here comes another one. And right in the exact same spot, retiring, striking out, is Parkinson. Good pitches there from Clausing. Hallie Wade now here for the Pirates. Trying to bring home Riley Evans, who is in scoring position. First pitch. Shaving inside, ball number 1. Having to duck out of that one, out and away. Clockwise, away from home plate is Wade. Back into the box. Down low. And as soon as that batter is set, Clausing very quick to push that one. It is a 2-0 pitch count. Again, the pitch. Blooper gets in between different players, and Wade reaches first safely, outrunning the throw from the shortstop. Neal. Runners on the corners for West Side. Dakota Nelson pushed foul on the first pitch in front of the West Side dugout. 0-1. Coach Wade again with that motivation, trying to get Dakota to put this thing into play and bring home Riley Evans. 0-1, Clausing. Right foot forward, the bowling approach, up high. Wade skipping out to second. Runner on second and third now. One. Nelson eyeing that one low to the knees. That's ball number 2. This one rolling out to the third baseman, and that just in time. You're having to stretch for it. was the first baseman. Priest reached out with the left glove, and that retires. Stranding 2 on base. The 6-3 ground out. No score. Into the bottom of the second we will go right here on 105.5 KACH.
We all have those times in life where having insurance has been a great comfort in helping to make a bad situation better. Naylor Insurance takes pride in being that friend there to help you when you need it the most. Serving the community since 1978, Naylor Insurance is proud to represent a number of carriers to fit your insurance needs through Mutual of Enumclaw. Stop by our new location, 223 North State Street in Preston.
Papa J's World Headquarters in Clifton, Idaho, started on the dream of a man who wanted to give back to his small-town farming community. 20 years later, it's a place renowned for its gourmet beef jerky, deli, and uniquely friendly customer experience. The friendly staff at Papa J's invites you to come in or find them online at papajs.com, where you can have the unique taste of Papa J's beef jerky shipped to you all with a click of a button. Papa J's, world-class jerky in small-town USA. papajs.com. Bottom of the second action here. Here comes Bear Lake. Once again, up to bat. This is Perkins, second baseman for the Lady Bears. Smaller frame for Jensen to pitch into. Here comes the first one. Low and away for ball number 1. Resetting and back into position. Jensen eyeing the wristband, freezing in her frame. Here comes the second pitch. And our ump coming out beyond. It looks like something was called. And it's going to have a little discussion here with Jensen. Talk a little bit about what's going on inside the chalk circle. Very short and brief discussion. Looks like it is a 2-0 count. Julia waiting for Perkins to get back into the box. Waiting. Swinging and missing on the third one. Strike number 1. Great pitch from Jensen, who's already set back into her position. She's trying to wing these things out. Bear Lake trying to take their time, make her wait. Second one low into the dirt. 3-1. Batters count for Perkins. Wind has died down completely here. The 3-1 pitch from Jensen. Into the right corner. Just inside. Full count now. Jensen has battled her way back. This is a good little duel that she has going on with Perkins. These were the little moments that Westside couldn't get a hold of on Monday, and this is chopper right up in the air, gets past Sparrow, rolling out into center field, and a base hit for Perkins. Behind her, Priest, another heavy hitter, situated right into the middle of the lineup, batting-wise for Bear Lake. She brings runners home. Great RBI batter for Bear Lake. First pitch into the right corner, inside for strike number 1. Again, sun setting to the west, to our left. Here comes the next pitch from Jensen. Dribble down the line, foul. In front of the west side dugout, 0-2. Thank you so much for joining us here all year long during the springtime on 105.5 KACH. Proud sponsor, including, here comes another one swung at. Ball goes well into the road. situated on the second level above the softball diamond on the left side behind the dugout. 0-2 it will remain. Jensen again. This one skying up into the air. Who wants to get it? No one, as it falls in between three separate Lady Pirates. Good hustle by everybody, but that ball just falls perfectly where it cannot be caught in front of the Bear Lake dugout. Priest walking out of the box. Jensen again, the 0-2 pitch. This one well into left field, and it is a grab by Newton. Working out, Sparrow trying to tag up Perkins as she moves on out to second. Marley Newton is out in left field. It is Wade out here in right field, directly in front of our camera. Clausing up to bat. First one, hop, skip, good block there from Evans on ball number 1. These two teams have a tendency to take these games long, as each of those games, both Monday and back on Friday, I believe, were the longest games that Westside had played all year long. Ball goes behind second. The throw from Newton out to third. Stealing is Perkins. Just kind of gifted a free one there as Evans tried to check up. Goes right in between Beckstead and Sparrow. I believe 2-0. Jensen right up into the middle, fouled into the backing. 2-1. Pitcher Clausing. Good batting average for her. She's been great on the year for Bear Lake. Another one skied up into the air. Jensen waves everybody off. Looks back down at third, where Perkins is located. 2 outs. Here comes Neal. Again up to the plate. Good walk-up music for her. Jensen's the first pitch. Swung on late into the backing, foul. 0-1. Second to last in the batting lineup for Bear Lake. Good play by both teams so far, defensively and offensively. There comes a great pitch and a strike swinging. Neal down 0-2. Jensen working her magic here today in the district tournament. This game, very important for both teams, and that will retire the inning on the strikeout swinging. Great play from Jensen. We'll head into the bottom, or rather the top of the third right after this on 105.5 KACH. When buying a vehicle, you want the process to be straightforward and the financing simple. At West Motor and West Motor Ford, that's exactly the way that you'll be treated. They also understand that accidents can happen and maintenance will be needed. When you find yourself in need of body and paint work, windshield repair, work under the hood, or under the vehicle, West Motor would love to help you out and earn your trust. Turn to West Motor and West Motor Ford in Preston and Hyde Park.
WestMotorCompany.com.
Welcome back in, top of the third, coming at you here. West Side and Bear Lake notched up at 0 apiece. Both teams having a chance and stranding people out in scoring position multiple times back in the first 2 innings. This game, incredibly important. I mean, this is for all the marbles. It is a win or go home. Yeah, win or go home type of situation. Win, and you're at least guaranteed a state play-in game on Saturday. lose and you get a head-on home and wrap up the rest of your softball season. So a lot on the line. I'm sure there's a bunch of nerves for both teams, and I wouldn't blame them. It's been a great year. Bear Lake really has won the first 3 games against the Westside Pirates, and it is, you know, there's a saying and an adage in the sports world that it's hard to beat a team 3 times in a row, 4 times in a row, and that's very true. These teams have been able to see each other. I feel as though the talent on both of these teams, the coaching, so good, and they're very equal. Bear Lake's just gotten the best of Westside in offensive shootouts on the year, and here they are meeting once again in the semifinals. Top of the order, Grace Taylor takes the first one, shoots it off into center field. Armstrong runs underneath it but can't grab onto it. Taylor comes on out to second, kind of Bambi-legged. Tried initially for the slide, but it doesn't matter. Grace Taylor, huge shot into center field, went at the wall, and the double is a great way to start if you are the Pirates. Sparrow behind her, Roberts on deck. High pitch for ball number 1. Sparrow. Grace Taylor's really come on offensively as of late. Here comes the tip into the glove for strike number 1, Sparrow 1-1. Just really impressive type of showing from these girls. Growing. Taylor's going to be here next year. Sparrow watching another one go high, 2-1. A lot of seniors on this team. It's been a talking point for a few of these games. Another hopping into the dust. Grace Taylor stealing out to third. She is in scoring position. Great positioning for the Westside Pirates to get some of the first scorers of the day. His first runs in there. Sparrow sitting backwards, electing to let that one go. Finds the inside corner, 2-2. Next pitch up high. This one skied up into the air. Foul. Bouncing off close to a very pretty Ram truck that would sure hate to have a broken windshield, but it was about 3 inches too short. Sparrow popping it over the top of second base. That brings in 1 run, rounding first and holding off the RBI single. Great shot from Sparrow. She gets the RBI single, brings home Grace Taylor. It is a 1-0 ball game, and the offense has started officially for the Pirates. Roberts up to the plate. First one down low. 1-0. And the amount of play that these two teams have had against one another, it probably works into how familiar, you are with the pitcher. You know, if you're the Pirates, you know how Clausing works. And if you're the Bears, you know exactly how Jensen works in her pitching as well. It's 1-1 after the strike and the miss. Make that 1-2. Roberts watches the second one into the bag, right into the glove. 1-2. Runner on first. Roberts high up into right field. This one near the wall, and it is gone. Sammy Roberts catches that one underneath. It brings herself and one other home on the 2-run homer. I mean, that one falls about 15 feet, 10 feet really away from me here in right field, and Roberts would have had to pay for a lot of equipment, but instead misses it, able to fly that one out into right field. It is a fantastic home run for a player that has been just really in need of one lately. It's been her turn the last couple times up at bat, and that is fantastic for her. Nothing lead for the Westside Pirates after the home run shot from Sammy Roberts. These Westside girls trying to say that they aren't ready to go home quite yet here in the top of the third. Jensen stepping into it, electing to leave it high on ball number 1. 1-0. Clausing again quickly into it, striking inside the middle. Split count 1-1. Pitcher v. pitcher here. Another pitch. This one down low and away. 2-1 in the count as Jensen up to the plate. Clausing like a machine gun. I mean, pitches coming in quick succession. This one fouled off down the third base line for Jensen. Good chance here for Clausing to retire the highest slugging percentage hitter on the team in Jensen. Selling back in, here's the pitch. Low, Jensen catches that one high into left field. This one close to the wall, underneath it to make the grab is the left fielder, number 11, Bruce. The Jensen's been able to get into the outfield twice off of the bat, but each time she's been foiled. First out of the inning. Comes Riley Evans. First pitch, high. Number 1 in the ball count. Apologies to all of our listeners. I mean, the allergies are hitting me hard right here. I want to blame the trees out to my left. Booty popping out of the way for ball number 2 is Evans, 2-0. 3-0 lead on the Les Schwab Tire Logan North scoreboard. And back into the box, the righty batter, Riley Evans. Swing and a miss. Good beat on it, just swinging underneath it. 2-1. Kind of dropped her hip and kicked her leg out, and I think that dropped her body. Another one from Clausing. Into the inside corner. Split. 2-2. High. Evans wanting to go for it. Check swing, ducking out of the way, full count. Clausing quickly lining up her legs. This is the full count pitch. Swung on, foul over the backing. Good battle there from Evans. And the battle will continue. These two teams. Next pitch, up, reaching for it, down low, and this is a great battle between a hitter that's really gotten a beat a little bit on Clausing as of late. It took a while, but within the 3 games that we're playing here in quick succession in less than a week, these two teams so familiar with each other. But don't count out Clausing just yet as she strikes out Evans high on the fastball. Second out here in the top of the third. Here comes Laney Jane Beckstead. Laney Jane. Right up and over into the glove, and that will be played fair. Rounding first and out to second. That was a line drive down the third base foul line. A great double from Miss Laney Jane Beckstead on the first pitch. Coming up in her rear, Parkinson up to the plate to bat. On deck, Wade. In the hole, Nelson. First pitch. Smartly watching that one go high above her brows for ball number 1. Parkinson 1-0. Long shadows coming across the diamond as the second pitch swung on and missed in the bottom right corner. 1-1. Going later and later into the day. Great battle between these two teams, vying for a state playoff position. Here comes Parkinson trying to run it out. Safely in time. Able to get there. Our umpire in the opposite side of the field said that Parkinson was able to beat the throw by the hair of her chinny chin chin. Runners on the corners. Base hit for Parkinson. Here comes Hallie Wade. Trying to bring some more runners home with 2 outs. First pitch, late swing, and a miss for strike number 1. Parkinson reaching second on the steal. Clausing setting up once again. The pitch. Inside for the strike. 0-2, Wade. Wanted to bring some girls home. West Side up 3-0. The 0-2 pitch high, checking, and no commitment. Ball number 1. Next pitch, low as well. Wild, but grabbed very quickly by Skinner. No, excuse me, I have to double check my roster. Our catcher, here's another one. Wade pops that one up and over, fair, just behind first. In comes Beckstead. The throw to home, not on the mark, bringing home 2 runners. The error. Wade rounding second, going back and getting there. Wow. Error allowing Wade to reach second. Brings home 2. And that ball popped on over behind first, just fair. And here comes Dakota Nilsson, watching the first one come inside but out for ball number 1. It's a 5-0 lead for the West Side Pirates. Dakota commits on the second pitch high and swings and misses. Runner on second. 5-0 in favor of the West Side Lady Pirates. Another one. Watching it go into the glove. Now down 1-2 in the count. Dakota Nilsson 0 for 1 today on the ground out to the shortstop. Here comes another pitch, and that one will catch her swinging low. And that finally ends the inning. A full rotation through the lineup for the West Side Lady Pirates. 5 runs scored in that inning. Here we go into the bottom of the third right after this on 105.5 KACH, Preston's Classic Hits.
Hey ladies, when you're looking to freshen up your wardrobe, there is no need to travel to the big city shopping centers or the dreaded mall. Stay local and head to Magnolia Road in downtown Preston. They offer great prices on the cutest tops, bottoms, sweaters, shoes and boots, and other accessory items. And best of all, everything is size inclusive from small to 3XL. When you shop local, everything you spend stays right here in Preston and Franklin County. Magnolia Road, 27 South State Street in downtown Preston.
The greatest of life's moments can pass in the blink of an eye. Make sure you enjoy them with clear vision. The optometrists at Eye Care For You have been serving patients in Cache Valley and Preston for 43 years. As a full-service optical store, you'll find glasses, contacts, and professional eye health and vision exams. Doctors Philip Cromwell, Jeff Cromwell, and Lance Henderson are committed to providing you with professional care for your vision. Call today to schedule an appointment in Preston or Logan. Eye Care For You. Not just a name, but a commitment.
Welcome back into the bottom of the third. Up first, this is the right fielder, Parslow. First one, the bunt shown down the third base line. Fair, bobbled a couple times by Dakota Nilsson. And Parslow reaches on the bunt. Good start there for Bear Lake. Back to the top of the order. This is Bruce. 0 for 1 today. Runner on first, no outs. Ball thrown. It was close near the knees. 1-0 for Bruce. Westside's got to stand tall, play some defense right here. Next pitch high, taken right in between the legs of Jensen. The flip out to second, no good. Rolling. Here comes the throw from Roberts. Not there. fielder's choice, electing to go to second. And here comes the offense of Bear Lake. Runners on second and third. No outs. That ball rattled off to the right side of the chalk circle. Jensen couldn't grab onto it. Here comes the first pitch. Jumping over the top of that one is Armstrong. First pitch, a ball, 1-0. And we're going to have a quick conversation. Coach Wade is going to try and get ahead of this potential run of Bear Lake right here. I do like that choice by him to be like, hey, this is where we're at right now. You've got to be able to make this stand. You've got to be able to make the defensive stand and deny Bear Lake here, because Bear Lake fully capable of being able to make some runs of their own and even outperform a 5-run inning. I mean, truly, it's very possible. A quick conversation as everybody heads back into their positions. Get your head in the game type of stuff there. A la High School Musical. It's a good one. 1-0, Armstrong. Looks down low, watches the second one. 2-0. 2 runners on, no outs. Jensen winding up, 2-0. Make that 3. Oh, strike call. I guess I just didn't hear it. I finally saw the. Maybe I didn't. It is 3-0. Jensen. 4-ball walk. Armstrong heads out to first. Bases loaded. And here comes a big batter in Newton. Bases loaded for the Bears. Jensen, first one. This one popped out in shallow center. Takes a couple hops. Roberts is going to throw that one inside. Caught up at first. The tag out in time, running back home. 2 runs will score, 1 out in the confusion. Parslow comes home. And I believe so does Bruce. With the 2-run score. 5-2, 1 out. First pitch, Jensen. Lined foul. This is Skinner down 0-1. Next pitch, skied up over the right side, dugout, 0-2. Jensen back into the chalk circle. 0-2 for Skinner. The windup, the pitch, reached up, high and foul on the left side. So foul to the left, foul to the right, foul to the left. 0-2 count for Skinner, who has been able to get her bat on the ball a few times. All it takes is one sneaky pitch if you're careful, but it also takes one swing of the bat and brings home another runner. Jensen in the back of the circle gets the windup. There it is. Out to the left, and it will be foul. Skinner was already reaching second base by the time that call came in. Must have been real close to the line on the opposite end of the outfield. Remains 0-2. If you're Jensen, you got to realize that you can make her reach, go low if you can fit that in there. Good eye from Skinner as that one goes high. 1-2. Deep breath for both teams. Jensen. This one taken out to left field, and it will stay fair. Gets past Newton, brings home 1 run. Skinner will head on out to second for the double. Cutting into that lead a little bit at a time. 5-3 it remains. Runner on second, 1 out. Here comes Perkins. Got a base hit last time. And here she does it again, right up the middle, rolling in between a couple outfielders at the wall. Perkins rounding second, finally able to make the throw inside, holding up on third, the RBI triple. Five to 4 now. The lead has been cut down dramatically. First ball goes high for Priest. 1-0. This one swung at down into the dirt. Fouling it off. 1-1. Runner on third in scoring position. That's the tying run. Jensen. Inside. 2-1 on the ball thrown. So each team exploding in the third for runs scored. 3-1 on the low pitch now. Coach Wade on his knees trying to will his girls to get these final outs. This one right off of the top of home plate, rolling out, foul past the first base dugout. Full count, 3-2. Full count now. Priest, Jensen with the windup, the pitch, and the walk coming on home, and the tying run scored. Stealing home is Perkins. 5-5. As quick as your lead is built, it is taken away. 1 out. Runner on first. Clausing swings and misses on the first pitch. We're all at 0 apiece, basically. Clausing another swing and a miss. 0-2. Big innings for both teams in the third. 0-2. This one inside. Ball 1. Jensen wasting no time. Here she comes again. This one lined up into the middle. The throw out to second, and it will be bobbled on the error. Beckstead and Sparrow collide. They both are in the exact same area, and that just allows the advancement of the runners. Priest heads out to second, Clausing out to first on the base hit and the error. And here comes Neal. Jumping out of the way. Neal. 1-0. Inside pitch. This is the last batter before a full rotation through the lineup for Bear Lake. Runners on second and first. The next pitch. Dribbled up into the middle, off of the top of Beckstead. And that one goes through on the base hit. Bases loaded. Full rotation for Bear Lake. Back again to Parslow, who started things off with a bunt down the left, down the third base line. Able to reach first. Striking low at the knees. Oh, 1. Jensen, wind up pitch. Very similar placement, but that one not called a strike. That's a ball. 1-1. Comes the 1-1. High, rising up. 1-2. The 1-2 pitch, Jensen. Strikeout looking for Parslow. Second out of the inning. Bruce now up to bat once again. Bases loaded, 2 outs. The first pitch. Dribbled out, Jensen flips it out to third, the force out, and that will leave us all notched up at 5 apiece. Ground out 1-5 for the third out. Here we go into the fourth right after this on 105.5 KACH 1340 AM and Preston's Classic Hits.
The greatest of life's moments can pass in the blink of an eye. Make sure you enjoy them with clear vision. The optometrists at Eye Care for You have been serving patients in Cache Valley and Preston for 43 years. As a full-service optical store, you'll find glasses, contacts, and professional eye health and vision exams. Doctors Philip Cromwell, Jeff Cromwell, and Lance Henderson are committed to providing you with professional care for your vision. Call today to schedule an appointment in Preston or Logan. Eye Care for You. Not just a name, but a commitment.
Hi, my name is Penny Wright, born and raised in Preston. I am your local Medicare agent. I am here to give you the knowledge you need so you can make an informed and wise choice for your Medicare needs. Call me at 208-852-2367 if you're turning 65 or have any Medicare questions.
Top of the fourth, action coming at you here live from Malad. Here at the elementary school, we have switched venues from what was an initial place out here on the southeast corner. Now we're in the northwest corner of the fields outside the elementary school. It is a 5-5 ball game. Each team bringing home 5 runs in the third. Tightening up defensively at the very end, the West Side Pirates, and here they come up to bat at the top of the batting order, Grace Taylor. Win and move on, lose and go home type of game between these rival teams today. It's a fun one. You can feel it in the atmosphere. It is everything on the line, everything that you've worked for. First pitch off the top of the bat, foul for Taylor, 0-1. Clausing back into the chalk circle. Here's the pitch. And that one, called the ball a little bit high, is the signal from our umpire. Next pitch, this one, skied up into the air. Taylor running, but it is a grab and an out by our catcher of Bear Lake. One out, down already. West side. Nobody on. First pitch, Sparrow. Inside to the left, ball number 1. 1-0. Haley Sparrow. Today, 2 for 2. Swings on the second. Misses. 1-1. Next pitch, Clausing. Dropping it in the bottom left corner, swinging up above that one is Sparrow. 1-2. The count. Next pitch, this one chopped up into the air. Foul just in between 3 Lady Bears on the right side in front of their own dugout. What a day it has been. A lot of softball coming at us here. Sparrow takes it off into shallow left. One hop into the glove and will round out first in the base hit. Good connection from Sparrow. She'll continue her streak today, going 3 for 3 at her first 3 at-bats. That's great. And up comes Sammy Roberts. Connected on the big home run shot last time. Bunt popping up into the air. Foul in front of the west side dugout. 0-1. Great energy coming from the west side dugout. 0-1 for Roberts after the bunt goes foul to her left. Next pitch taken, and this one high into center field, well over the wall. Home run. 2 in a row for Sammy Roberts, and what a day and what a game you can choose to explode offensively. There goes Sammy reading it well and launching it high over the wall. Why not 2 for her on the 2-run shot? 2 home runs for Sammy Roberts today. Just absolutely impressive, and you can probably, barring some incredible Sports Center type of play, Sports Center top 10 type of play, you can cement her in for the I Care For You highlight play of the game. That's I Care For You, not just a name, but a commitment, serving Logan and Preston for the past 43 years. 7-5 for the West Side Pirates. And I imagine that we are in for a classic of a game moving forward here. Top of the 4th, Jensen up and through, bobbled by the shortstop, able to collect and recover to make the throw out to first in time. 6-3 on the second out of the inning. Riley Evans will come up next. Top of the 4th here in Malad. Evans 1 for 2 with a single and a strikeout. 1-0 on the first pitch. Swing and a miss just over the top on the second one. So Evans looking to combat more. Ducks underneath, 2-1 on the high fastball. Pitch is coming up very quick and fast off of the arm of Brooklyn Clausing. Line drive over the top of the shortstop, taken off of the left knee of the left fielder, and that is a base hit for Riley Evans. Very solid, exactly what Coach Wade was hoping for. Clausing awaiting the next batter up, which is Lainey Jane Beckstead. 1 for 2 today with a double. Begins to step out right and low near the knees, but high enough for strike number 1. 0-1. Cool, brisk evening. Next pitch rising high above the helmet. 1-1, and you can hear Coach Wade say, hey, you see your pitch, you wait for what you want. It's been working out pretty decently well. Beckstead takes it off of the left ankle, hit by pitch, and she'll walk on out to first. Rotates Evans out to second. Parkinson up to bat. Surprisingly, Bear Lake able to make the outs on the stronger of all the lineups here. Here's Parkinson popping into this one up into the air. Underhanded catch by the second baseman. It is caught very good by Perkins. That's Strands 2 on the base, flying out to number 4 for the third out of the inning. West Side leading 7-5 as we correct our scoreboard. Brought to you by Les Schwab Tire out of North Logan. Head into the bottom of the fourth after this. This inning brought to you by Level 10 Life, the trained professionals at Level 10 Life here to help you help you achieve what matters most in your life. Contact them at level10lifecoach.com. Here back after this, and a few messages from our sponsors.
It's the goal in everyone's life to reach financial independence and security. Evergreen Financial Partners in Preston can help with strategies to assist in those goals. They will design a plan to suit you, whether it be for your family, home, or current or future investments. Evergreen Financial Partners can help with life insurance, long-term life, 401ks, retirement plans, or mutual funds. Contact the experts at Evergreen Financial and let them put a plan together for you. Find them at 41 West 1st South in Preston, or go online to set your appointment at evergreenfinancialpartners.net. Evergreen Financial Partners, your first step to financial security.
With over 24 years of building multifamily and commercial projects across the Intermountain West, Procon stands apart as a leader in the custom framing industry, driven by the standard of delivering the highest level of customer service, high-quality work, and integrity. Procon is dedicated to building multifamily and commercial properties that exceed customer expectations. Visit online to see why Procon stands above the rest at buildprocon.com.
During the break, a double by Morgan Armstrong high off the back wall in center field, and she camps out on second. No outs, and up next is Newton for Bear Lake. Noni Newton, number 12. Third baseman for the Bears today. 2 for 2. This one skied up near third, and that is caught by Dakota Nelson on the infield pop fly. The double by Morgan Armstrong, the fly out to third. Here comes the first pitch from Jensen, intended for Skinner. Will go inside, out of the zone for ball number 1. Second one also out of the zone, 2-0 for Skinner. Morgan Armstrong back in second, directly behind, reaching high on the riser and the swing and a miss. 2-1 for the designated player, Skinner. Jensen looking back down at the wristband. It's 2-1. The pitch taken high into left field near the wall, and that is off. Coming back into play, Armstrong will round third, head on home, and it will be the RBI single for Skinner. Close to bringing home both herself and Armstrong. Cuts the lead in half, now 7-6 on the Les Schwab Tire Logan North scoreboard. West Side still out by 1. Great back and forth game. I love it when these two teams are going and competing. Runner on first, 1 out, first pitch, the changeup, high up into the air and right into the running lane. That's a very, you don't see it very often. That ball popped right up exactly where Perkins was running to. Rolls foul. 0-1. Next pitch from Jensen, the changeup into the right corner, down 0-2 now. Great throw. It's a great pitch from Jensen to freeze the batter who's expecting something to come a little bit faster, rising high up into the zone. Instead, it drops on the slow pitch at the very end into the bottom left corner inside. Great work. Here comes the next one, 0-2. That one, the fastball swinging and the strikeout. Perkins goes down as the second out of the inning. Skinner hanging out on first. But Priest coming up now. Walked out to first after the full count, taking it to the very bitter end in the last inning. Jensen winds up, pitches, and foul. Over and back, over the top of the backing. 0-1 for Sadara Priest. Deep breath from Jensen as she rises above her head. The pitch inside, laser down the line. Is it going to stay fair? And it will. It sounds like will be a double for Priest as that one lined inside the third base bag and then rolled out to the left outside of the boundary of the fence, and it rolled way out, almost double the length of the outfield. Marley Newton had to go down to track that one, but now we have 2 runners in scoring position, 2 outs, and the double by Priest. Out on third is Skinner. Clausing up to bat. Huge opportunity to stonewall Bear Lake here if the Pirates can get the out. It starts with a first pitch strike by Jensen. A little bit of a breeze kicking up and you can start to feel the evening come in. Air shifting from late afternoon to evening. 0-1. Jensen winds up, sends that one low and to the right near the ankles of Clausing. Ball. 1-1. A check on the left wristband has Jensen winding back up the 1-1 pitch. High up into center field. It's gone! 3-run shot there by Clausing. Home run. Brings home herself and 2 others. Impressive stuff by the pitcher. Adds 3 more. And we have a 9-7 ball game now in favor of the Bear Lake Bears. Bears take the lead on the big shot home run by Clausing over the center wall. Neal up to bat now, and that ball will go ricocheting off of the dirt into the padding behind home plate. 1-0. RELAX, relax, is the message coming from the dugout to his players, Coach Wade. 1-0. Second pitch, inside and high for ball number 2. Jensen trying to calm this thing down a little bit more. This one out of the glove, a swipe at it by Nelson. Luckily not touched as it will go foul. 2-1. 2-1. Nobody on, 2 outs. Neal looks at the second pitch, and this one is put into play right into center field. Gonna go out to second, and it looks like Sparrow is able to make the extension of the arm to be able to grab and tag out the runner at second. It was very close. It almost looked like, from my angle, that Neal had gotten the toe there just in time, but our umpire disagrees. The tag out at second freezes up the offense of Bear Lake, and we're going to go ahead and head into the top of the 5th. Don't go anywhere. We'll continue on with this game here on 105.5 KACH, 1340 AM, and mylocalradio.com.
Sometimes in life, the next level seems to be just out of your reach. You know you could reach your goal if you could just figure out what's blocking your success. The trained professionals at Level 10 Life offer life, health, and career coaching. These professional coaching sessions will help you put the next piece together in your puzzle. Don't wait. The coaches at Level 10 Life are here to help you reach your next milestone in life. Schedule a free consultation online at level10lifecoach.com.
Here at the Westside School District, we proudly announce that through the generous efforts of donors around our wonderful community, we have raised over $2.2 million towards our new multi-purpose center building and classrooms on our campus. This state-of-the-art center is dedicated to the advancement of learning and will serve our community as a center for elementary classrooms, a recreational multi-purpose center, lunchroom, as well as a theater of the arts for our youth. With your help, we can raise the final $250,000 needed to complete this project. Donate online at westside202.com or feel free to stop by and donate in person in the Westside School District front office.
After another large offensive output by the Bears, they find themselves up 9-7 over the Westside Pirates. First pitch from Wade will show high up into the air, and Clausing comes over to make the easy grab on the infield pop fly. So first one up, and that is Wade. She flies out to the pitcher for the first out of the inning in the top of the fifth, excuse me. Now comes Dakota Nelson directly behind her. First pitch high. Ball number 1. Second pitch, swing and a miss. 1-1, and Dakota today has had a little bit of a struggle. It's about her time to start things going and finding her average. Clausing again. Goes high on the pitch. 2-1. Clausing once again down low. 3-1 count in favor of the batter. Clausing got to battle back. This one taken high over to the left side, and that one looks as though it is gone and is gone. Wow. Dakota Nelson. And it's a home run derby happening out here for everybody. Good night. Dakota with the solo homer takes herself all the way around the world and comes on home. Incredible stuff. I mean, that thing carried it almost, from my perspective, I'm on the opposite side. That thing skied up into the stratosphere. I thought it was going to go foul, but I guess it stayed enough inside our foul pole to carry out over left field, and that is another home run. 3 on the day for the Westside Pirates. And I want to say, I truly believe that it has to do with the fact that these teams have seen each other 3 different times. Grace Taylor bloops that one near first, not able to get the reach on it. Just a couple inches short is the first baseman. 0-1 for Taylor. Clausing winding up low. And this one will now go into the glove of the first baseman. Priest flying out to first, the second out, and now comes Sparrow. Clausing. Tried to bow out of the box to kind of sell that one. Did not sell it enough. It's a first pitch strike. This one blooped out to the shortstop, in and out of the glove of Neal. Reaching first is Sparrow. And now Sammy Roberts. Roberts with 2 home runs to her name today. Can she get a third for the hat trick? Clausing, and there comes a shot. Huppel skips into right field. Sparrow trying to head on out to third, and that will go out of the way. Sparrow's going to round and head on home. Roberts hot on her heels. It's the triple for Sammy Roberts. Well, it's more like a double, with an error allowing her to reach third. And we've got a tie ball game. Julia Jensen. First pitch. Striking. Is that one very close to the knees? 0-1. Second pitch from Clausing. Very similar. At least I have a terrible angle from out here, by the way. So when I say it's close, it could very well be very far off. 1-1. Jensen, fly ball into center field. Armstrong gets underneath it. Freezes the runner out on third, and we're going into the bottom of the 5th, all tied up and notched up at 9. Here on 105.5 KCH, Preston's Classic Hits. We'll be back right after this.
Franklin County Medical Center is proud to provide excellence in surgical and specialty healthcare right here in our community, making it extremely convenient to receive world-class care without even leaving the county. The best part is that we work closely with your primary care physicians to ensure a convenient and coordinated care experience. Our skilled surgeons are continually adding services to Franklin County, some you won't find anywhere in the greater Cache Valley area. Discover what is available right here at fcmc.org/specialty. You just might be surprised at what we have to offer.
Whether it's your vehicle, home, business, or even life, protecting the things that matter most shouldn't be left to chance. At Farm Bureau, the Smith Agency, everything that is important to you is important to us. That's why our office and agents are united to protect your future and give you peace of mind today. I'm Brittany Smith. As your local Farm Bureau agents, my husband Braden and I would love to customize and simplify plans that are unique to you and what you care about. Stop in today and see how Farm Bureau can make insurance simple for you.
Protecting buyers and lenders in Cache Valley for over 40 years, Northern Title is the trusted name in the tri-state areas of Idaho, Utah, and Wyoming. The staff at Northern Title in Preston protect you from unknown complications like access issues, unpaid taxes, hidden liens, or easement restrictions. Choose the right title company. Choose to close with Northern Title of Preston. Good deeds done daily. Call today at 208-852-5700.
Bottom of the 5th is coming up to you here live from Malad. 0-1 after the bunt attempt from Parslow. She's trying to be sneaky with it. Was successful last time up. Tried to do it twice, and that one just barely rolls. Foul. Second one swung at and missed. Just a little bit high. Jensen has a tendency to have that, she has a certain fastball that will rise just a little bit at the very end. And if you gave me 100 swings at it, I don't think that I'd be able to hit it at all. Here's 0-2 from Jensen. This one caught high up into the infield near the shortstop. Behind second, and Beckstead shuffles on over to make the grab for the first out. Back up to the top of the batting order. Bruce. 1 for 3 today and grounded out. Last time up. Jensen. First pitch. Tries to duck out of the way, and it looks like Bruce will take it off of the thigh, hit by pitch. And a stroll on out to first base. And if you were asking for a fun semifinal matchup, good night, you got it. It's 9-9, offense abounding, great plays, home runs, everything you could really ask for, and we're in the bottom of the fifth. Jensen sends that rising fastball once again, and the foul ball over the top of home plate into the backing will bounce off the top of the school bus and play ping pong with a couple cars in the parking lot. 0-1. Armstrong watches the second one in there, able to grab this one right into the glove of Roberts. The throw back to first, and the tag in time. No? Safely reaching very close by the skin of your teeth. It looks as though Bruce was very, very close, and our umpire is going to take the mask off. He'll come on out here to have a discussion. And either way, it looks as though, and one umpire is going to overrule the other one. Our home umpire said that he had a better view of it, overrules the one in the outfield, and that double play really is a backbreaker for the Bears. They were looking to add some more to it, and thus it is a huge highlight play. We'll head on into the bottom of the fifth right after this on 105.5. Preston's Classic Hits, 1340 AM, 105.5 FM.
In 1996, my father, Jay Moyle, started producing gourmet beef jerky in the foothills of Clifton, Idaho. Now, over 20 years later, Papa Jay's beef jerky is a staple of the Franklin County community. Family run since the beginning, the modern way of making jerky here at Papa Jay's is the old-fashioned way. Absolutely no shortcuts are taken in producing the finest quality and most delicious smoked meat you can find. Come over to Papa Jay's and bite into a tender, flavorful stick of Papa Jay's, and your view of jerky will never be the same. 10 South Main Highway, Clifton, Idaho.
With over 24 years of building multifamily and commercial projects across the Intermountain West, Procon stands apart as a leader in the custom framing industry, driven by the standard of delivering the highest level of customer service, high-quality work, and integrity. Procon is dedicated to building multifamily and commercial properties that exceed customer expectations. Visit online to see why Procon stands above the rest at buildprocon.com.
Here we are into the top of the sixth. Great stuff happening out here in Malad. The final two innings coming to you here live. Bear Lake goes 3 up and 3 down on a double play. The first time either team has gone fruitless since the second inning. Here comes the little blooper out to the shortstop, and a good throw in time has Evans just a hair before the bag, grounding out 6-3. It's a great throw. That's a great connection across the infield. Gets one out there. Third of the way there if you're Bear Lake. And now we're getting into the tense, nitty-gritty portion of things. This is where you start pacing across the living room. Beckstead is going to hit. Going to take the ball off of the left side of her ankle and off of her calf, get hit by the pitch, and walk on out to first. Bear Lake has had the number of the Pirates the entire regular season. Beckstead takes on out to second after getting the call from Coach on the steal. 1-0 for Parkinson. Clausing winds up again, and Parkinson takes this one high into left field. In between a couple different players, Morgan Armstrong able to make the grab. She'll throw on out to third. And Parkinson, I don't think, realized that that ball got caught. She was clapping. Flying out to center field, second out of the inning, and Wade is coming up to bat to try and bring home Beckstead, who is camped out on third for the leading run, if she's able to come home. First pitch from Clausing. Catches the right side corner for strike number 1. 0-1 for Wade. Second pitch will go low towards the ankles, 1-1. And Wade, it is almost like you're facing down a Gatling gun. That thing comes out so quickly by Clausing. Now she takes a half breather, winds up again, gets into the right corner, 1-2. Bear Lake trying to blank West Side after being blanked themselves in the last inning. The 1-2 pitch. Wade wanted to commit to it, pulls back. 2-2 ballerina count. Next pitch, Clausing, this one taken high into shallow center. Armstrong underneath it, makes the grab, very athletic play. Strands Beckstead on third, and we're gonna remain 9-9 going into the bottom of the 6th. Bear Lake's up next offensively. We'll come back here on 105.5 KACH.
Papa J's World Headquarters in Clifton, Idaho, started on the dream of a man who wanted to give back to his small-town farming community. 20 years later, it's a place renowned for its gourmet beef jerky, deli, and uniquely friendly customer experience. The friendly staff at Papa J's invites you to come in or find them online at papajs.com, where you can have the unique taste of Papa J's beef jerky shipped to you all with a click of a button. Papa J's, world-class jerky in small-town USA. papajs.com.
Whether you're in need of timber frame buildings, estate entrances, trusses, pergolas, pavilions, or gazebos, the craftsmanship at Milestone Timberworks reflects our passion and commitment of building for the future. At the beginning and end of the day, it's about achieving the built environment where the truly great moments in life are experienced. We look forward to working with you. Visit milestonetimberworks.com today.
Welcome into the bottom of the 6th. The changeup throw by Jensen, catches Newton off guard. She'll go down 0-1. Another check down at the wristband. Newton's been pretty fantastic, getting stuff going today, and she'll continue that trend, gapping it up the middle into center field for the base hit. Skinner today is always dangerous when she comes up to bat. She's proven to everybody who's been watching these games the last couple days that at any point off the end of that barrel, that thing can sky over top of the wall. Bear Lake fans holding on, crossing their fingers, knowing that this is a great opportunity for them to go up 2-0 if Skinner can get a hold of this thing. Runner on first, no outs. Skinner up to bat. Jensen winding up the first pitch. One hop skip into the body of Evans. Good block by Riley. 1-0. Next pitch from Jensen. Rising just high enough to catch that bottom portion of the zone, 1-1. Game slowing down a little bit more, everyone being more methodical. Here's the next pitch, high. Great grab from Evans. 2-1 is the count for Skinner. Brought home 3 runners and has scored twice of her own. Next pitch, change up. High over into shallow left. Making the grab is Newton. Ball goes out of the way. Error, rounding second, coming on over to third. a poor decision, or rather just a hard grab allows Newton to advance 2 places on out to third into scoring position. 1 out after the fly out into shallow left by Skinner. Here's Perkins. 2 for 3 with a strikeout last time up. Jensen, first one, taken right into the glove. Very quickly coming up towards the bag. That's a great heads-up play by Newton to recognize that laser beam was caught by Jensen for the second out. And we have a little bit of discussion here from Coach Wade. I don't know what exactly is being discussed. Either way, I mean, this is the time where tensions are going to run incredibly high. Our umpire is going to take the mask off and come on into the infield. And we're going to have another discussion between our 2 umpires. Coach Hillier right in the area near third. I'm not 100% certain exactly what the topic is that's being discussed, but now we will part ways and head on back. Priest into bat for Bear Lake, another power hitter. It just feels like the lineup is full of them for the Bears. First pitch by Jensen taken shallow center. Underneath it is Roberts. Laser beam and a heat-seeking missile into the glove, and there it is. We're going to go into the final inning. Tied up and notched up at 9. You can't write up a better script than this. We'll be back right after this on 105.5 KACH.
Here at the Westside School District, we proudly announce that through the generous efforts of donors around our wonderful community, we have raised over $2.2 million towards our new multi-purpose center building and classrooms on our campus. This state-of-the-art center is dedicated to the advancement of learning and will serve our community as a center for elementary classrooms, a recreational multi-purpose center, lunchroom, as well as a theater of the arts for our youth. With your help, we can raise the final $250,000 needed to complete this project. Donate online at westside202.com or feel free to stop by and donate in person in the Westside School District front office.
If you're looking for someplace new as you head into your golden years, look into the tradition of quality designer homes built by Ralph's Construction in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston. Working in Phase 3 now, with Phase 4 starting soon, these homes can be built to a floor plan that you desire, or Ralph's Construction has other options that you're sure to fall in love with. Call today for more information, 435-232-1837. Now is the time to plan for the finest home of your lifetime. Ralph's Construction, 435-232-1837.
Top of the 7th. Here it is, the final inning potentially between these two teams. We are all tied up at 9 after some close defensive play towards the end of this game. And who wants it? Who wants to move on? First pitch, Dakota Nilsson will swing and miss just above for strike number 1. 0-1. Clausing again lining up, and that is 2 quick strikes for Clausing, catching Nilsson down 0-2. And Nilsson's going to come out of the box, take a breather, then step right back into it very quickly. And there comes that one hop. In and past the shortstop into left field, and that goes off of the leg. Dakota Nilsson thought about running out to second, but held up just enough. They'll play it safely for the base hit on the bag. And there we go, up to the top of the batting order. Grace Taylor. First pitch, Clausing, and that one down the line, rolling foul, 0-1. Whoops, wrong placement, 0-1. Can the Pirates bring some runs home? Here comes that little hopper, up and over into the legs, the throw. Out at first, Dakota Nilsson will advance to second. First out by Taylor. Dakota heads closer to scoring position, and here comes Haley Sparrow. 4 for 4 today. First one inside to the left, ball number 1. Next attempt, Clausing. Right-handed pitch, swing and a miss. Strike 1, Sparrow. Next pitch, Clausing. This one taken. Slow and methodical. The flip out to first in time. Dakota Nilsson goes on out to third. 4-3 for Sparrow. The first time she does not make it onto the bag. And here comes Sammy Roberts. And considering how hot Roberts has been today, you might want to consider just walking this girl on purpose. She's been on fire so far. And that is exactly what they're going to do. Sammy Roberts purposely walked out to first. Julia Jensen up next. Can Julia bat home a runner? Big moment, 2 outs, runners on the corners, first pitch. Looks like it is a ball. I did not get an indication from the umpire. Jensen swings up low underneath it, and the grab, and that freezes the score at 9 for the Pirates. Flying out into right field is Jensen for the third out, and now Bear Lake gets a chance to bring home the running score and the win. We'll come back to you right after this on 105.5 KACH.
With over 24 years of building multifamily and commercial projects across the Intermountain West, Procon stands apart as a leader in the custom framing industry, driven by the standard of delivering the highest level of customer service, high-quality work, and integrity. Procon is dedicated to building multifamily and commercial properties that exceed customer expectations. Visit online to see why Procon stands above the rest at buildprocon.com.
If you're looking for someplace new as you head into your golden years, look into the tradition of quality designer homes built by Ralph's Construction in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston. Working in Phase 3 now, with Phase 4 starting soon, these homes can be built to a floor plan that you desire, or Ralph's Construction has other options that you're sure to fall in love with. Call today for more information, 435-232-1837. Now is the time to plan for the finest home of your lifetime. Ralph's Construction, 435-232-1837. When it comes to all things electrical, Sean Carter and the guys at S&T.
Welcoming you back into this thing quickly. A quick strike out and rolling past the flagpole into right field. And substitution of the runners. Looks like that was Clausing that was able to get the double, getting them closer and closer into scoring position. Let's bring up Neal. No outs, runner on second, first pitch from Jensen, swing and a miss from Neal. High tensions, anxiety, you can feel it in the fingertips. Which team is going to come out of here a winner? Defense has to come from the Pirates here. Rising fastball will go too high, 1-1. Next pitch from Jensen, also high. Good grab from Evans. 2-1 now. Next pitch low, and a couple balls thrown now has Neal in a batter's advantage. 3-1. Jensen needing to fight back into this thing. 4-ball walk. Neal heads on out to first. Here comes Parslow. And I wouldn't be surprised if they tell Parslow to bunt this thing and just to move the runners. Very possible. Sacrifice bunt might be the name of the game here. The first pitch from Jensen, and it is a bunt. Rolling out to third. Jensen can't get a hold of it. Goes past the third baseman, running home, and the game-winning run comes on in. And it was gonna end. It's gonna end like that. Congratulations to the Bear Lake Bears for a hard-fought victory. What a fantastic game this was so far. 10-9 your final score. What a crazy one this has been in the bottom of the 7th. We'll go ahead and end. Going to the post-game show brought to you by Ralph's Construction, building the Blue Sage Park area. Preston, wrap things up, and we'll come back to you in just a minute here on 105.5 KCH.
Today's game is brought to you by Beckstead Real Estate, the real estate experts for Franklin County and beyond. By Crumble Cookie, bringing friends and families together over the world's best cookies. By West Motors, your only stop for newer used cars in Preston and in Logan. By Stokes Market True Value, with the freshest meat and produce in town. By Webb Funeral Home, serving Preston and surrounding communities since 1925. By Ralph's Construction, building new homes in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston. By Franklin County Medical Center, with the finest care you'll find in all of the Cache Valley. By Preston Auto Parts CarQuest, we have all the parts you need to keep your car or truck running strong. By Naylor Insurance, for home, health, life, and auto from Mutual of Enumclaw. By Procon Homes, building quality multifamily homes across the West. By Les Schwab Tire in North Logan. For tires, brakes, shocks, or alignment, there's only one stop. It's Les Schwab Tire in North Logan. By North Stars Ultimate Outdoors. Get ready for your next outdoor adventure at North Stars Ultimate Outdoors in Preston. By Evergreen Financial. When planning your future, trust the experts at Evergreen Financial in Preston. By Level 10 Life. Reach your next level in life with their life coaching sessions. By Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency. Don't leave the things that matter to chance. Call Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency today. By Northern Title, the trusted name in the tri-state area. Good deeds done daily at Northern Title. And by Papa J's Deli and Jerky in Clifton. This broadcast is made possible through an agreement between Preston Broadcasting, LLC, and Westside High School Athletics, and is a production of Preston Broadcasting, LLC. This game is intended for the private, non-commercial use of our audience. Any rebroadcast or reproduction of this broadcast without express written consent of Preston Broadcasting, LLC is strictly prohibited. If you're looking for someplace new as you head into your golden years, look into the tradition of quality designer homes built by Ralph's Construction in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston. Working in Phase 3 now, with Phase 4 starting soon, these homes can be built to a floor plan that you desire, or Ralph's Construction has other options that you're sure to fall in love with. Call today for more information, 435-232-1837. Now is the time to plan for the finest home of your lifetime. Ralph's Construction, 435-232-1837.
Hi, I'm Brad Phillips, professional trainer and owner of Puppy Steps Training. I believe that life is more enjoyable with a well-trained dog. That's why my team and I have come together to give you the ultimate dog training experience through Puppy Steps Training. Our 8-week board and train program is specifically designed to give your puppy a head start on life. Along with access to our extensive training material, you will receive daily progress reports, weekly photo and video updates, and a hands-on training demonstration. Discover the ultimate dog training experience with Puppy Steps Training, the premier dog training facility in northern Utah, and proud supporter of Westside and Preston High School athletics.
Welcome back into the postgame show brought to you by Ralph's Construction, building in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston. Wow, what a classic game that we just had. It is Bear Lake that comes away in the bottom of the 7th after a little bit of an error and a throw out to third, bringing home the game-winning run. Westside and Bear Lake combine for a ton of scores, 19 runs scored in this game. Just a ton of home runs. Dakota Nilsson, Sammy Roberts got in on the action. Great plays by everybody involved. And the Westside Pirates season is going to come to an end here. Unfortunately, it will end at the district tournament level. A close one in a game against Bear Lake. Bear Lake has at least solidified to themselves a chance at a state play-in game. They'll take on Malad tomorrow after losing to Malad 16-3. So it's going to be hard to beat Malad. We'll see what happens later on. We'd like to go ahead and shout out our wonderful sponsors, including Ralph's Construction, building in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston. Our highlight play of the game is going to go to Sammy Roberts for her 2 home runs on the day, cruising that thing well beyond center field. The second one almost went into the adjacent field on the opposite side. That's how far it carried out and away. Congratulations. Our final stats today, and another fantastic sponsor in Farm Bureau Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency. Brittany and Braden Smith, great people, fantastic agents. They're here to help you protect the things which matter most in your life. Our player of the game is going to go to Haley Sparrow, ending up going 4 for 5, bringing home all sorts of runs. I mean, just a fantastic time. I just want to tip my hat and say thank you to the Westside Lady Pirates for allowing me to be a part of their season. I want to say thank you to all of you wonderful fans that allowed me to be here at Westside this year. I hope to be able to keep in contact with you throughout the summertime, and hopefully we'll see you in the fall once volleyball and football start up once again. As always, thank you again. I am Cody Olsen, your voice of the Westside Pirates, wrapping up the entire sports school year up with this little bow. Congratulations to a fantastic year to everybody that we've played, and also to the Westside Pirates. They did a great job. I cannot be more grateful for them allowing me to be here once again. Thank you so very much. We'll catch you next time on the 24th for graduation at 7 p.m. Should be a good one. We'll cover all of that on mylocalradio.com. Have a fantastic one, everybody. And as always, go Pirates.
The proceedings have been a wholly owned production of mylocalradio.com and Cook Brothers Broadcasting, no portion of which may be used without written consent from Old West Media Incorporated. Thank you for joining us on this production of Westside Pirate Athletics on mylocalradio.com. Until next time, go Pirates!